Last week my girlfriend to 1F confessed to me to 5M that she never broke up with her ex to 3M. My girlfriend to 1F and I to 5M met each other when I began working in the grocery store where she was already employed. After about 6 months, we've had our first real conversation, and we really clicked. One thing led to another, and soon we were dating, sleeping with each other. After about 2 months, I asked her to be my GF, and she said yes. This was 7 months ago. She wanted our relationship to stay a secret because of a bad experience she had in the past where she had a relationship with another co-worker, and in which the relationship ended because people found out and the workplace drama, gossip ruined their relationship. She also didn't want to tell her parents because she doesn't feel comfortable sharing a lot of personal details to them. I've had some bad experiences myself with workplace relations, and I don't share a lot with my mom myself as well. So I could totally relate and didn't think much of it. About 2 months ago, we both heard that we were going to be transferred to another store in about 2 months, both going to separate locations because of a promotion we were both about to get. We both agreed that after our relocations, we were going to open up about our relationship since we wouldn't be direct co-workers anymore. Our relationship was going great, perfect even. We were happy, madly in love, great at communicating, great sex life, and we were spending most of our free days, nights together at my place. She still lives with her parents, so staying there wasn't an option. The only thing that was problematic was that she was really anxious about people finding out about us. One time we were about to get on a bus together on our way to work, when some ex-colleague of her who didn't even knew me was also going to take the same bus. Because of this, she wanted to sit in separate seats, so we wouldn't be spotted together. While I was empathetic to her feelings because of what happened in the last, it felt a bit too much for me. Like she was embarrassed of me, but we've talked about it and it was fine. So last week something similar happened. Wednesday on our way to work, we kissed before walking to the store via a different route. But apparently some other ex-colleagues saw us and told someone who is still our co-worker. The news quickly spread to me. And Friday I heard that someone saw us kiss, and now a few people at work knew about it. I've told Hay what I've heard as she was about to go home, and she got really anxious, told me she wasn't feeling well, and went home. I still had to work for a few hours. As my shift was about to end, she texted me that she really wasn't feeling well and basically that she was having a panic attack, and asked me to come to her place. She told me she told her parents about the whole situation and us, and that they said it was okay for me to come over and spend the night. So I did, and we immediately went to her room. It took me about half an hour to get her to calm down and tell me what was going on. That's when she told me she never broke up with her ex. They took a break about 1 month before we've started seeing each other. She wanted to end the relationship, but she didn't want to hurt him, so they took a break instead. She tried to break it off multiple times in the past 8 months, but never had the courage to see it through. But last Monday, 2 days before we were spotted kissing, she finally did. She broke up with him and told him the reason. She wanted to break up with him, initially fallen out of love, and also because of their differences in personality. Since the breakup, they saw each other a few times, but nothing ever happened. She never told me because she was afraid of losing me. The Nalex also used to work at our store a long time ago, and because they were still in a relationship officially, she was afraid that I would find out about it. She said that I was free to leave, and she knew that this was the end for our relationship. I didn't and still don't want to end things with her, because I really love her and I am convinced that we're really great together, so I told her that. But I was obviously really hurt and said that if she wants us to have a chance together, that I would expect 100% honesty about what exactly happened and that she'd never lie to me again. As I was asking about the whole situation, her anxiety kept growing. While talking about it, became clear that they saw each other more than just a few times. Eventually, I demanded to read their saved chats on Snapchat. That's where they would talk. And while I was reading, those I saw that he was obviously still talking to her. Like they were still in a relationship. She also talked back to him in that way. But less so than him. I read something about her staying the night at his place, no sex, just sleeping, and this broke my heart. She said she couldn't remember. But after giving her some time to think about it, she kinda remembered vaguely. The reason that she slept there was because that she was too tired to go home. She has CFS, chronic fatigue syndrome. Memory loss is one of the side effects of this. I've known this since the start, and she would forget things that happened often. So I wanted to believe her in this. I've stopped reading the chats at that point. We were both exhausted, so we went to sleep. The next days we've talked about it a lot. She read their entire chat history, and it turns out she slept at his place at least 5 times since we've started seeing each other. I forced her to ask him when the last time they had sex was. He answered that it was February 14th, the day we've had our first real conversation. She also didn't remember that had happened. I gave her an choice. She either has to tell him about what has happened, or she has to block him on all social media and publicly announce our relationship. The first one is too difficult for her. The second one she's probably going to do soon. She just doesn't want to hurt him or let him think that she cheated on him, because that would probably mean that she'd lose a lot of mutual friends they have. I need to know. Let her prove that she's 100% committed in her relationship with me, and that there's no chance something will happen between her ex and her. Because I'm afraid that if he comes back to her to try to win her back, she might fold if she sees that he's in a lot of pain. I honestly believe her when she says this isn't going to happen. But it doesn't feel that way. Her word isn't enough for me right now. There's a lot more details that I didn't mention. But this is the most important stuff I would really want to get some advice about. How do I fix this relationship? What do I ask of her to prove that she's committed to this relationship? How do I regulate my own emotions and prevent that I'm being too harsh on her? TL, doctor, my GF never broke up with her ex, they were on a break. She told me because there was a chance that I'd find out. She tried to break up with him a lot of times but couldn't do it. The more we talked about it, more things came to light, like that she slept at his place a couple of times, and that they had sex while on this break. The sex was just before we've started seeing each other. Story number 2, 8 years relationship, 33F and 31M. I'm not the father. What to do? Hello, I don't know where to start, but I will try. I'm 31 meters with 33F. We are engaged. We are together for 8 years. She lives in my apartment. We were planning our future together. Like how much children did we want, when we will start building our home, and so on. 2 years ago, we had miscarriage that affected us in a bad way. We were sad. However, I was supportive for her all the time. Miscarriages happen. We will have another try. We will have another baby. Don't worry. Everything will be all right. She got pregnant. I was so happy and prayed that this time everything will be good. We started building our future home, our dream house. Then the baby was born. I was in tears. The best thing that can happen to me. Everything was like a dream until it wasn't. One day, my fiance's co-worker's wife called me that my fiancé is a bitch and cheater. I was like, WTF, this can't be true. I did not believe this. I talked to her. She was like, don't worry, we are just good friends. He helps me. His wife is just jealous and etc. I believed, because I trust a person who is with me for 8 years. I said, look, I believe you. I love you. Just please don't have friendship with him, because it is hurting our family, and there's family co-worker have 2 kids. As it turns out, they continued their friendship in a secret way. I was very ignorant until that man's wife sent me photos of their chats, and that they secretly are meeting at the parks. And for lunch, the chats involved kisses, emojis, and many to friendly things. When we were on vacation with our baby, she even texted to him. 6 days left until we meet smiley face asterisk 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 during our vacation with a baby. I am so devastated and broken into pieces. I then became suspicious as my son 1 year does not look like me, but looks more like that co-worker. I bought DNA test and it is not my child. I love him so much. My dream family is shattered. I stopped building our dream home. Everything stopped. I haven't talked to her about it, as she doesn't know I made DNA test the baby and she still lives in my apartment. I don't know what to do, how to confront her. Should I be with a baby if I am not the father? Should I tell her leave my home? If she does, she takes the son. She has the rights as I am not the father. All my 8 years seems to have been useless and wasted now. All my dreams are shattered. I am so sorry for our baby. I don't want him to grow without a father, however I am not the father. My fiancée still chats with her co-worker. I don't know what the hell she is thinking. How can she does this to me, to our baby? I just want advice from people I haven't told to anybody. I feel like it is a shame for me that I got cheated and I am raising not my son. I haven't told to my parents because I feel like they will look at me like I am disappointment. Please, advise me what to do, how to confront her. Should I evict her and baby from my apartment? Her parents live 15 minutes driving from us. I know that she will go to them with the baby. Please help. Edit. So many comments. Wow. Thanks for advices and support. I thought I will get 1 to 2 comments. It is uncommon for me to open my problems for people. Usually I am person who holds it up.